Welcome to the launch of Screenworks Life's a Pitch. This year, Screenworks has partnered with the Screen Producers Association of Australia, also known as SPAA, to include the Northern Rivers as part of a nationwide search to uncover the best screen projects in the area.
The pitching competition is a way of getting into the industry in a sense. It's a way of getting in front of the people you need to actually take you seriously and your project seriously. And hopefully one of those projects will be pitched at Cannes one day, or alternatively next year at a TV market. But what I'm talking about in terms of the industry that I actually earn my income from, and that's a really hard thing to do, as I'm sure anyone else here in the room knows, is about getting the elements of the idea or the stage where you're at across to the people who are going to make that happen.
I'd never pitched before. I sort of really didn't even know what a pitch was, you know. But interestingly, it caught with the three people that were there. They had a lot to say about what I was pitching. It actually caused quite a lot of dialogue around the subject. And although I wasn't expecting it, I got a phone call telling me that I'd gotten through to the finals, and that I would come back for the pitch training day with the professionals, which were Chris Fitchett and is it Sandy George? And interestingly, I must say, at lunchtime I was so tired, I was tempted to go home. Thank God I didn't, because everything has changed because of my meeting with Chris Fitchett.
And the competition culminates in the national winner flying to the 2011 Cannes Film Festival.
However, maybe I was a little bit too cocky because I wasn't prepared for some of the questions that came at me from the judges. I didn't have any visuals. I just had myself and my concept, and I put it out there. And I just assumed that it was such a visual, what I was pitching was such a visual process that everybody would be able to see it the same way that I could see it. So I guess my advice, if I'm going to give any, is to anticipate the criticism that may come. You know, like look at it from their perspective, and be somewhat, if possible, prepared that, you know, other people see it differently.
So if you've got great ideas and you've got projects and you've got the ability now to be having those shaped with the sort of training that would be offered as part of Screenworks, you know, that's a great opportunity for people who, right now, I mean, that's in your backyard to have that. And if I think about it, if there's a winner from here, and that winner is going to be at SPAA Fringe, competing with 6 other people, I think. I mean, the odds are pretty great to become one of 2 finalists who end up at SPAA conference in November. You know, I think that's a great opportunity.
I just had a couple of tips, finally, on how to do a good pitch. Seeing as though I won last year, I thought I could. I think it's really important that you engage your audience right from the beginning, no matter how you do it, but not in an annoying way. I did so by asking my audience questions at the start of my pitch, because it made them pay attention and it made them come back to me, so it was an interactive pitch. You have to really know who the audience for your project is. Do not say everyone is going to love this. Even if there are some TV programs and some films that everyone loves, nobody thinks that in the industry. They want you to say who you're making it for, because then they think you've actually thought about the market, and that's what they're interested in, the market. You've got to be really clear about your genre and your medium and stuff, but I would say that you need to be able to sum up your project in 1 line or less and not say anything else, and still have people say, oh, that sounds really cool. That's what you've got to end up with in your pitch. You need to have that one sentence which makes people go, oh yeah, that's really cool, and I would like to see that. So, good luck.